For the last 19 years, Cristina Campos and her husband Filomeno Aguiar have been preparing tamales from scratch and selling them in parking lots in Riverside. The tamales have allowed them to pay for their kids' education, their home, and to send money every month to their family in Mexico. But as they separate the corn from the husks, they can't help but be reminded of the separation in their own family. 12 years ago, their oldest son was stopped by police as he drove to work. Back then, undocumented people couldn't get driver's licenses. He was arrested and deported.
Estamos en las dos partes. Nuestro corazón está dividido.
Our heart is broken. Half is here and half is there. And that division can only be solved with an amnesty. Unable to travel due to their status, the only way they've been able to see their son over the last decade has been to drive to a park that overlaps Tijuana and San Diego. Families make days-long pilgrimages across multiple states to get a chance to see their loved ones in person for just a few minutes through the reinforced grid fence.
Nos preparábamos desde un día antes para ir al muro.
We would start getting ready the day before to go to the border. It would feel like my heart was going to jump out of my chest every time I went. Friendship Park is where new babies are introduced to the family, where they celebrate birthdays and engagements, where they go to mass, and where they throw parties. Friendship Park is where life happens.
Ellos me lo enseñaron en el muro.
My grandchildren showed me this picture at the border and they told me, "Grandma, this is going to be your Christmas present." I've never touched them, only their little finger through the fence. I've never hugged or kissed them. They're my first grandchildren. But over the last decade, this small lifeline has gradually been scaled back.
This is what democracy looks like.
Daniel Wattman, who has been a member of the organization Friends of Friendship Park for the last 15 years, has been protesting the sunsetting of the park.
They slowly, gradually closed it. They went from 25 people at a time down to 10. It used to be open during daylight hours. They whittled that all the way down to Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
In 2019, it closed due to weather. Then the pandemic hit and the park never reopened. For Cristina and Filomeno, it has been soul-crushing. I want to be a dove and have wings and fly there and come back. Customs and Border Protection told us in a statement the park's border wall needs repairs. When those are completed, they hope to reopen the park a minimum of 2 days a month, but gave no timeline. The continued closure of the border park doesn't just mean the end of the park. It means the end of a lot of families. In her phone, a video of one of their last visits. In it, her granddaughter in Tijuana screams "I love you" to her as they say goodbye.
I don't have the answer for you. No tengo la respuesta para usted. Sometimes I don't even have the answer for myself.
She replays it sometimes while she makes the tamales, in between gospels and prayers that she'll someday see her again.